Hello there boys and girls, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Manchester United save, and today we bring you a little bit of a roundup in the league and the Champions League. We bring you a squad roundup as well, just because we've had a few injuries that have caused us a few issues in the last couple of weeks. And we've got two games today as well, Everton in the league and Ajax in the Champions League. So let's get into the roundup, shall we? And we played 4 games since we last met against Chelsea. We had a really good 2-0 away win at Watford. Rashford and Lingard scoring the goals and producing some fantastic performances to get us that win there. Deulofeu getting sent off in the 73rd minute. We started our Champions League group off really well with a 3-1 win against Hoffenheim. Herrera, Varane and Anthony Martial all scoring the goals, with Kramaric scoring a goal 8 minutes before time for them. But all in all, a fantastic first win in the Champions League sets us off really well. A difficult game against Leicester at home. 2-0 winners there though. Jesse Lingard and Varane again scoring the goals. Varane doing really well, 7.6 in this game, and all in all a good win to have. And then the Carabao Cup, as you can see, highly rotated side in this one. The youngsters like Angel Gomez and Tati Chong, and also James Garner coming in from the under-23s and playing a really good vital role. Chong getting an 8.6 on that wing, and a good 2-0 win. Lukaku getting his first goal of the season, played him in there just so he could pick up a goal, and played really well against Lincoln. And then the next round against the Carabao Cup will be against Crystal Palace. As I said, today we'll bring you Everton and Ajax in the Champions League, and this is how the competitions all work out. We've got a game in hand, so we've got a game against Everton. Could take us top by 2 points against City, who have faltered again, draw against Arsenal recently. Us and Paris Saint-Germain in the top two positions in the group, and I generally see that happening going forward. As I said, Palace in the fourth round of the Carabao Cup, but the board aren't really too bothered about that. So we'll probably play a rotated side yet again against Palace. And that's the roundup really sorted. So we're playing some good football at the minute. The tactic seems to be working against all sides, really, to be fair. So that's good to see. But we have had a few injuries in the middle of midfield. So Fred picked up an injury against Lincoln, so he'll be out for a couple of weeks with a twisted ankle, so that's very disappointing. And Matic, on international duty for Serbia, had a hip injury, so he's going to be out for anywhere between 4 weeks and 2 months. So yeah, that's a big blow for us. And then Sanchez picking up another knock against Hoffenheim, and he'll be out for 12 days. So we've had to rope in some of the youngsters. So Gomez is on the bench for this game, as is Chong. But they're fantastic little players. So they play really well in the pre-season, and I can see them playing really well in the first team as well. Nelson's on the bench, who we brought in the summer, and James Garner, again another up-and-coming youth player, which deserves his place in the team, really does. And he's had a 7.4 average rating, 7.12. And yeah, all in all, fantastic little player to have, and we need it. We need that strength and depth in the middle of midfield, because we're just a little bit light at the minute. But we have signed someone, so we'll show you this as well. We have signed Lorenzo Pellegrini for 27 million quid, and he will be coming in January. Needed some of that strength and depth. 22-year-old Italian, can play as a box-to-box or the deep line playmaker, which is what we play in the middle of midfield. And it'll be a good addition to the squad in January. Without further ado, let's get into this game against Everton. We are the last to play on this Saturday, and this is going to be the starting lineup. De Gea in goal, Valencia, Bailly, Varane and Shaw are the back line. Herrera and Pogba in the middle of midfield. Lingard on the right, Martial on the left, Mata in behind Rashford. Up top, we've got Dalot, Lindelof, Nelson, Gomez, Chong, Pereira and Lukaku on the bench. As I said, very depleted side. Let's get into this first game of the episode, and I'll see you when we kick off. Here we are then at Old Trafford, at home to Everton, and we're in good form at the minute. And Martial coming down this left-hand side and getting a very dangerous ball into the middle, but Rashford couldn't pick up on that. So good form at the minute, this United side. Even if we draw today, we go top on goal difference. And first highlight of the game, and Pickford launches that forward to Andre Gomez, but Bailly just nods it down to Paul Pogba. And we're just going to play the ball out from the back, and lovely little intricate play there from the midfield. Martial coming over to this right hand side and finds Jesse Lingard. Can he get a ball into the middle? He can't. Digne with a really good tackle on him there and gets the ball forward to Gomez, who then finds Sigurdsson, but Herrera, good tackle on Sigurdsson. Martial coming in onside, goes for a goal and shoots just wide. Attacking play here from United. Good to see that we're on the front foot against Everton. Martial on the half-hour mark gets the ball and finds Pogba in the middle, who then finds Lingard on the overlap. Can he get a ball into the middle? Rashford's there, and it's a good save by Pickford. Rashford should be putting that ball into the back of the net, but it's a good save by his English counterpart in goal. Mata with the corner, whipping that ball in. Zuma gets the ball out as far as Pogba. Mata now on this right hand side. Can he get the ball onto his left foot? He can. Tries to find Rashford. Martial's there, and it's 1-0 to United. Rashford was wrestling with Michael Keane in the middle of the box, but fell kindly to Anthony Martial, and we go 1-0 up on the half-hour mark. Mata just trying to get this ball onto his left foot, and he does. Whips that ball in. Rashford tangled up with Keane, falls to Martial, and it's 1-0 to United. Holgate, just after we've scored, gets the ball into Sigurdsson, back to Holgate, into Schneidling, ex-United player as always, and back to Holgate. Holgate now into Schneidling. Good patient play here by Everton into Tosun, and that's a fantastic move for Everton. Just after we scored, they've gone back up the other end, and Czech Tosun's put them back in the game. But really good intricate play here from Holgate, Schneidling and Sigurdsson. Lovely ball round the corner into Vidal, Sigurdsson into Tosun. Bailly should be doing better, should be closing him down a lot more, and it's 1 apiece. And that will see us through to half-time. Very dominant display so far at Old Trafford for United, but not ahead as we speak. We're going to go and get a little bit assertive and say, look, far from pleased what I've seen going forward. We need to be a bit better in the second half, and we now need to go out there and produce the goods. Rashford again on a 6.5. I think it's something to do with the beta, actually, to be fair. I've heard a lot of the similar sort of stories with their strikers not really performing. Mata on a free kick duty, and he scores. Lovely goal from Juan Mata just after the half time. And if your strikers aren't scoring and other players are, it doesn't really matter. And Juan Mata with a lovely bending shot there, top left hand corner. Pickford no chance. 2-1 United. Herrera trying to find Pogba, and he gets just ahead of the Everton midfielder. Martial now coming in on the inside, finds Mata into Paul Pogba again, and he finds Lingard, who then comes inside, finds Martial. He's got an overlap with Luke Shaw, but goes back to Ander Herrera. Pogba, lovely little knockdown to Jesse Lingard into Rashford, and Rashford scores a third goal. That's his third goal of the season as well. Jesse Lingard yet again absolutely crucial in that goal, and Martial just plays the ball back to Ander Herrera, and he just dinks the ball over to Pogba. Lovely little flick on from Paul Pogba into Lingard's path, and Rashford, even though the beta's screwing with strikers at the minute, he's not going to miss from 6 yards. 3-1 United. De Gea now, 20 minutes to go. We've made a few changes. Dalot on this right hand side for Valencia. Pogba picks up the ball, and Lingard on the right hand side finds Andreas Pereira come on for Juan Mata. Tries to find Martial, and he does. Takes that ball into his stride, but Idris Gay gets a tackle on Martial, but Martial doing really well and coming back and doing his defensive duties. Finds Pogba in the middle of midfield, and then goes to Lingard again on this right hand side. Always open is Jesse Lingard. Finds the ball, trying to find the ball in the middle, but Zuma this time was impeding Rashford, and Paul Pogba is going to step up to make it 4-1 to United. Clinical display from United this. Pogba goes and Pickford saves, but Pogba picks up the rebound. His third goal of the season. United 4, Everton 1. Good save by Pickford. Poor penalty really from Pogba. Good distance to Pickford, and Pogba luckily gets that second ball and scores 4-1 United. Couple of minutes to go, and Digne with the ball down this left hand side is going to try and find Bernard. He gets the beating of Eric Bailly, and David De Gea needs to make that save, pushes the ball over the top for a corner. Bernard now with this corner for Everton. He's going to whip this ball in and trying to find Calvert-Lewin at the back post, and De Gea needed to be on guard there to pick that ball up. And Digne yet again. We're into extra time here, and Digne getting the ball into Tosun and heads it over. Good chance for Everton to get one back, but we're going to see this game at final 10 seconds of the game. Dalot picking that ball up, but only finds Pickford, and the referee is blown for full time. Man United 4, Everton 1. First half was very, very even, but the second half we came out and produced the goods. Martial with an 8.7, Lingard with an 8.4, and Paul Pogba with an 8.3. Even Marcus Rashford with a 7.3 as well. Good to see strikers scoring goals, and passionately going to say, happy with the way you played. We go 2 points clear in the league of City. Both us, City and Arsenal, the only teams that haven't lost so far yet this season. And we go again to this Ajax game in a couple of days' time. I'll see you when we get there. Right then, second game of today's episode, Ajax away in the Champions League. A slight twist on the starting lineup, just getting it fresh, really, keeping it fresh as we can. De Gea in goal, Dalot at right back instead of Valencia by Lindelof and Shaw. So Lindelof comes in for Rafa Varane. He's played a lot of games since he's come into the side. Pereira in for Ander Herrera, but Pogba keeps his place. Lingard, Mata, Martial are the attacking three, and then Lukaku coming in for Rashford, who picked up a little bit of a knock against Everton. On the bench, Valencia, Varane, Garner, Gomez, Young, Herrera and Marcus Rashford. Let's submit that team, and as always, I'll see you when we kick off. Here we go then, we're in our black and white. They're in their famous red and white strips, and we're changed, but it's nothing too major, to be fair. Backline's pretty much the same. Midfield definitely the same, apart from Pereira, so shouldn't be too bad against Ajax, and hopefully go 2 wins from 2 in the Champions League. Ziyech getting the ball down, goes for a shot, and David De Gea does well there. Lukaku didn't win the header over here somewhere, and it falls to Ziyech, and a good shot from him, but David De Gea pushing that ball wide, and corner not so great from Ziyech there. But 5 shots, none on target so far, 4 block shots, so they're putting their bodies on the line, are Ajax, and hopefully we can break them down in this first half. Martial, here he is, speak of the devil, goes out to Jesse Lingard, and Lingard goes down this right hand side, gets the ball into Lukaku. Lukaku's there, and he heads it over. Romelu Lukaku just can't seem to get a shot on goal at the minute. He's got a goal against Lincoln, but it's against the League 2 side, so you expect him to score against the League 2 side. Dalot into Mata, back out to Lingard, into Pogba, surrounded by players in the middle of midfield, but Pereira does well to get it out to Dalot, into Pereira again, back out to Juan Mata. He's got Luke Shaw on acres of space on that left hand side, out to Andreas, into Martial, Mata again. Good control in football here from Man United. Lingard down this right hand side, goes to the tries to go to byline, goes to Lingard again. Lingard into Pogba. Can he shoot? He fires high and wide. That should at least be on target from Paul Pogba. And not the greatest finish for us, unfortunately. And that sees us through to half time. Very dominant display for United, but just no shots on target, no valid shots on target. Anyway, Hoffenheim beating Paris Saint-Germain, and Cavani missed the penalty as well. So if that stays the same way, and we can go ahead, puts us in the driving seat for the group. I'm just going to calmly say we can still win it. Keep working hard, and it will come. And then just get passionately say your ability to make the real difference. Go out there and just do it. That's what we need from this team in the second half. We're going to bring Martial off as well, because he's not having the impact I want. He's also looking a little bit tired. He's not been able to run off that injury. So we're going to bring Gomez on that left hand side. He can play that inside forward role really, really well. I said he played well in the pre-season tournaments. Hopefully he can do well for us in this second half. Straight after kickoff, and Gomez is in the thick of the action. Mata out to Luke Shaw, back to Pereira, into Juan Mata. Good football here from United. What they've been missing for the last couple of seasons. Gomez again down this left hand side to Luke Shaw. Can he get a ball? And he can. Lukaku's there, and what a save from Onana, and great move from United, as I said there at the bottom of the screen. Pereira whipping that ball in into Lindelof, hits the bar, and Van den Beek is going to get that ball clear. We're absolutely knocking on the door of this Ajax team to go ahead in this time. Mata 6.4, 6.5. We might do something there where we change that up, put Pogba further forward. Hour mark gone, and that's probably what the change is going to be. We're going to bring Paul Pogba slightly forward and bring Ander Herrera on as the Mazzala, because he can play really well there. And we're going to bring Ashley Young on for Luke Shaw because he's looking a little bit tired. Final 2 changes for this United side. 25 minutes to go, and hopefully we can break this deadlock. Dalot into Herrera, but it comes back to Jesse Lingard. He's going to take a shot. Yes, he is, and Onana is there yet again. 2 minutes to go, and Ziyech has got the ball, but it's a good tackle by Ander Herrera, and he drives forward and finds Romelu Lukaku, then goes back to Herrera. Pogba out to Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard out to Dalot. Can he get the ball in? He can. Lukaku's at the back post but can't get there. Gomez is there and Gomez scores his second goal of the season. Good assist from Lukaku. Even though he's not scoring, he's putting them on the plate for his teammates, and good football here from United. Back out to Dalot and good cross from the youngster on the right hand side. Lukaku just can't get there, but he brings the ball down, finds Gomez, and he just fires into that near post. Ajax 0, Man United 1, a couple of minutes to go. 8 seconds to go. Lingard on that right hand side finds Ander Herrera into Paul Pogba, finds Gomez on this left hand side, who then goes all the way back out to Ashley Young, into Pereira, back to Young, into Gomez. Gomez now trying to take on his man, but goes back to Young. Good football, and that is it. The referees blow for full time. Dominant display, even though it was a 1-0 win for United. Ajax didn't really offer too much. 7.1 for Angel Gomez, 7.2 for Andreas Pereira, and 7.2 for Diego Dalot. And 3 young players there, 19 and 19 year olds, coming into the squad and doing the job that we want them to do. Yet again, Romelu Lukaku on a 6.6, but he did get that assist for Gomez's goal, and good to see. It was a nice victory. Well done, lads. Puts us 6 points from 6 in the Champions League group, and Paris Saint-Germain came back from 1-0 down at half-time. Cavani brace, getting them a win at 2-1. So 2 very comfortable wins for United in today's episode. 4-1 win against Everton and a 1-0 win against Ajax. We will be back against Paris Saint-Germain and the first Manchester derby away at the Etihad. See what we can do against those 2 elite teams. Probably the first 2 elite teams we've played all season. That's it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, as I said, always leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I know there's a lot of new subscribers out there, but if you are new, hit that subscribe button, and also tick that little bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. And until next time when we play Paris Saint-Germain and City, I'll see you soon.